pay attention like a soldier. Like, tell me what I gotta do to make you mine for a lifetime.
Hey guys, it's me, Alexis here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my favorite products of 2017, the products that I've used all year or maybe half the year that I enjoy. Some of these products came out during 2017, some of them are old, but they are products that I have loved and enjoyed throughout this entire year, or like I said, half of this year. So yeah, so I'm going to try to go in order of how I normally do my makeup. So I'm going to start with first our brow products. I have two brow products that I love and really enjoy using. The first one is a high-end kind of product. It is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown. All-time favorite. This is my second one of the year. I used to use chocolate. I'm wearing it right now on my eyebrows, and I find whenever I use this dip brow, my eyebrows look super natural and super pretty and clean, and they last all day. I've been testing out other eyebrow pencils and stuff. I continue to go back to this one. I just love the quality of it. I'm on my second one. I go through these really quickly because I feel like I do my brows every single day. Even if I don't have any eye makeup on, my eyebrows are always done. So I go through these extremely quick. But they're, I think, $22. I've been trying to find cheaper alternatives to this dip brow because it's, I think, $22 or $21, which is expensive. But I like how my eyebrows look, and I can't get any other products to make my eyebrows look this good and this pretty and clean and last all day. So if you guys have recommendations, please leave them down below. But this has been my go-to all year. It's a winner. Next, from the drugstore, it is my Essence Make Me Brow Mascara. I love this. I find that it also helps make my brows look like, I guess, real, instead of just filled in. They give them that natural look to it. I just add this over top and then shapes them up a little bit, and it works fine. I've been using this since about June or July, so half the year, and I really like it. It works for me. I have no issues with it. So I like this, and this is one of my favorite products of 2017. So after my eyebrows, I do put primer on. I have two primers to talk about for you guys. I have the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. This primer really doesn't do much. It is very moisturizing. If you guys know, I have dry to normal skin, but I have really dry skin during the winter. Like right now, I'm a crusty mess. So when I use this primer, I find that it doesn't really do much but moisturize my skin, which I do like that it does. But for as like instant pore eraser, this does not do that. It just adds a lot of moisture to my skin and makes my skin not look dry and crusty. So that's why I like this primer. When I do want my pores to look, I guess, filled in and fill in my fine lines, I will go for my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I find this primer does evens my skin and fills in my fine lines and makes my skin look flawless before I add my foundation on. I guess it makes it look clear and like I have no pores. So that's why I like this foundation. It's a white base primer, and I think that is why it looks so good. I don't know, but I really like it. It's lightweight feeling. It's not heavy on my skin, so I do like this primer. Those are the only two primers that I really use. I really like the Smashbox primer. I got a sample of that, and I am going to be getting that after Christmas because I tried it 2 times and I absolutely love it, and I only use it twice. So I need to pick that up. But I want to tell you guys because that's a good primer. I really like that. So now that we did primer, we're going to talk about foundations. I have 3 foundations for you guys. 2 drugstore, 1 high-end. My favorite high-end foundation of the year, easy, Fenty Beauty Foundation. I'm in the color 420. I'm wearing that foundation right now on my face. Whenever I wear this foundation, I find that my skin looks beautiful. It is not full coverage. It's definitely medium to full. You have to build it up to full coverage. It claims to be medium to full coverage, but sometimes I feel like it's light to medium, but can be builded to full coverage. That's just me. Some days when I really want a lot of coverage, I find that I have to use like 5 pumps to get it there. Whenever I wear this foundation, I find that it makes my skin look good. It makes it like my skin instead of cakiness. It just looks like my skin and it looks great. Right now it's kind of a little dark on me because it's kind of wintertime and I'm not tan anymore. I'm pretty light right now, so it's kind of light on me, but I will still continue to use it because it's amazing foundation and it's one of my favorites of 2017. Now my next 2 foundations are drugstores. I will start with this one first. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. First off, let me say this. The color range or the shade range of this foundation line is garbage. It's trash. Even at my local Walmart, it doesn't even go to like medium. It's just straight light foundations. Okay, I had to order this online at Ulta.com online, and I got Mocha. And I got this because I loved how people were saying that it makes their skin look really, really good in photos and video and pictures, and I do YouTube. So it's like, okay, it might work, and I want to try it out. It's only like $5.99. So I got it. I really like the coverage of it. I think it's beautiful once it settles into your skin, and it does look good on camera and filming. I love using this foundation when I'm filming videos, but it's extremely orange. It does oxidizes and gets darker, which I'm glad it does, because when you first apply it, it is orange. It's like just like a Cheeto, okay? Foundation, I do not know about how it wears throughout the day, because I only use it when I'm filming or taking pictures, which is like a 4-hour type of thing. So I don't really know how this wears. The Fenty one, if I didn't say that, this one creases extremely bad. It creases really bad on my smile lines and all in my nose. It just creases, and under my eyes it starts creasing as well. But that's after like maybe like 7 hours of wear. This one, I don't know. I don't wear it that long, so I don't really know how the creasing is on here. But I will say it does not settle into my smile lines at all. It just looks really good on camera. I have no flashback. Just a good foundation for photos, okay? When I'm in natural lighting, I don't really care for it. I feel like I look like a Oompa Loompa. But when I'm on camera, it looks good, especially with my softbox lights and everything. It's a great foundation, and I like that for YouTube's. The color range could be extremely, like, it could be like miles better, but I mean, yeah, I'm in the color Mocha, if I didn't say that either. So this last foundation is one of my OGs. Like, I've used this since 2014, since I first started wearing makeup. It is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I am now in the color 355. When I first started wearing this foundation, I was in the color 340 and that's 355. That's what I'm in now. I've gotten darker. I don't know how. It's just weird, because I used to be, I guess, really light, but now I'm this shade. I was into this before it became matte and poreless. This was just like the standard one. I do have the dewy and smooth. I hate it. I really like the matte and poreless. Even though I have dry skin, I just like how matte foundations look on me. I hate looking wet. I don't know why. I like to look like I'm glowing, but not like I got sprayed by a water fountain or something. So I prefer the matte and poreless. The matte finish, it blends fine. I have no complaints of this foundation. I feel like this is like the best starter foundation for anybody. If you're just starting with foundation, I would say start with the Maybelline Fit Me. And this is like a drugstore brand too, so it's amazing. This has been my favorite one for a long time. Before I got into wearing the matte foundation, I used to wear this all day, and I kind of preferred this over MAC or anybody else because it's cheap, it's nice, it's a good coverage, it lasts all day, it doesn't crease on me, my smile lines either. So I love this foundation, and I will recommend this to anybody, honestly. I don't know, like I said, I have dry skin, so I don't know how it wears throughout the day if you have oily skin, but for me, and it's one of my favorite products for the past 4 years, not just 2017. We just talked about foundation. I'm going to go into concealers now. My favorite concealers of 2017 are my MAC Studio concealers. I have been in the color NW45, and then I just recently got into the color in C45. I found this one is really good for my winter shade, and when I highlight, these concealers blend, they blend really easily. I find that they match my skin tone great. They blend into my skin. I love that. And they're easy to apply. They are $20, so they're high end, but for me, I would pay for that. I used to really be into the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I love these, but recently they started breaking me out. I don't know why, but I have these huge like bumps under my eyelids after I use these concealers, so I had to stop. I had to just stop using it, and once I stopped, the bumps went away. So I only use these two now because I don't have the issue of breaking out. So that's why I enjoy these, and these have been my favorite of 2017. Now we're gonna go into my favorite things, my favorite eyeshadows of 2017. So the eyeshadow palettes that I picked out, I made sure to pick these as like, if I had to pick 5, which 5 would I grab in a fire? If I had to pick makeup, I wouldn't get any makeup, but if I had to pick 5 things to grab in a fire, I would pick these palettes and be happy. So I only have one high-end palette to talk about first, and I'll tell you guys that one. It is the Modern Renaissance palette. This is an old palette. I just got it in 2017 because I didn't know how to do makeup. But this palette, here are the colors. This is a $42. This is a $42 palette. The colors are pigmented. They blend fine. These are the colors that I go for anyway. Like you see my eye right now. These are the colors that I go for regularly. I do find that the kick up on this palette is insane. But besides that, it's a great eyeshadow palette, and if you're looking for a high-end palette to start with, I would recommend this one because it's easy to blend and easy to work with. It has the basic colors that I would normally use, so that's why I really like it. I'll swatch this really pretty pink one, this color there that I use in my inner corner every day, and then I'll swatch this orange on the side, and then another random one, this brown. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, the next one I have is my drugstore one. It is the Bad Habit Athena palette. It is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. The quality of this palette is beautiful. The mattes are so pigmented, easy to work with. I am not a fan of the shimmers over here. Okay, I could go without the toppers. I can go without these, but the mattes for $10 are pretty good. They actually remind me of the Huda Beauty shadows. I have the Huda Beauty, the warm brown palette, and I feel like the quality of the mattes here are the same as the mattes in that one. And honestly, this orange color here and the warm brown and that like kind of orange here actually is a little bit more pigmented. It actually blends a little bit better than this palette. This palette does blend like a dream, so that's saying a lot. So I'll pick a few colors to swatch for you guys. I'll swatch the color Darling here. I just picked up so much, didn't even do that. And I'll swatch Lore, this purple color Justice, and one more, this color Cunning, which is I think a dual chrome topper. That's a pure glitter, and that's a matte. These two are matte, and this is a dual chrome topper. I feel like I could have this one palette and do so many looks and be satisfied with this palette. So that's why I put it in my favorites of 2017. Even though it just came out like a month ago, I find that this is a palette that if I would have had it earlier, I would have used it all year. Amazing. It has a mirror and it's only $10. So next would be, this is like super easy, the Colourpop Yes Please palette. This was $16, and here are the colors of it. Each time I go for this palette, I always come up with a whole new look for it. It's just so many colors. Color there, the red and then the brown are my favorite colors. Extremely pigmented and buttery. I don't know what Colourpop does to their shadows, but I can say Colourpop has the most softest eyeshadows ever, and they don't dry out. Most of my eyeshadows that I do have, they really pigmented in the first use, and after like maybe like 3 or 4 uses, the mattes tend to dry out. But the Colourpop ones, I don't have that problem with these mattes. They're so buttery. It's really weird. The colors blend fine. The shimmers do crumble. That's the only thing I don't like about them. But if I ever use the shimmers, I will always use them with a wet brush, and I kind of like to put some kind of a base down to make it really tacky. I think this is one of the best Colourpop palettes ever. I would recommend this one, and then the All I See Is Magic palette. I didn't even get this one into like the 4-3 stock because it's that popular, and it deserves to be that popular because it's amazing. Okay, so my last palette was one of the first palettes that I've ever bought and used and learned how to do makeup in. Honestly, it is the Juvias Place Saharan palette. This was my palette. This was my go-to palette for a long time. I did the same eye look whenever I would use this palette. I would put this all over my lid in my crease, that one in my crease, and I would probably put a lid color on and call it a dang day. That's when I was really learning how to do eyeshadow, and I just only used 3 colors and it would look like simple eye look and I would go. So yeah, this is probably my favorite Juvias Place palette. This was, I think, $19.99. The colors are really pigmented. They blend easily. You could do so many looks with this. I do wish that this palette had a little bit more mattes. They're pigmented, easy to blend. The colors are great. It's a very fun palette, very different. It's definitely out there. I did wish it came with the mirror, but everything else about this is beautiful. I'll just swatch this middle row, and they're still really soft. I haven't used this palette in a long time, but these colors are still really soft, and I love it. And there's absolutely no fallout with this palette. It's insane. Juvias Place does it on shimmers, okay? Dry, they're beautiful. If you put a wet brush to their shimmers, that's a whole nother story. They are killing it with the shimmers, okay? My last favorite palette of 2017 is easy, hands down, the Jaclyn Hill palette. I feel like you couldn't go anywhere on YouTube without people talking about this palette. And I honestly feel like it was worth the hype. It's worth the attention that it gets, the praise. I do think that it's worth it. Here are the colors. I want to say this thing was 34 bucks, I want to say. I don't know. I can't remember. You could do so many looks with this palette, okay? I feel like if I was just starting, this would be my palette that I would have bought in first, okay? You have every color you could think of. Any eye look you want to do, you could probably create with this palette. You have your basic shades in here. You have a little fun shades in here. They're really pigmented. They're really easy to blend. It's, you know, it's just a bomb palette. I am a little upset that they came out with the updated version of it, and I have the old version of it where the packaging is disgusting. Like, mine is filthy, and I don't plan on changing it. My eye look that I wore in yesterday's video, I used that color, this one, that one, and that was it. I was done. And then this little color here in my inner corner, done. And it's so easy, so quick to use. Just a great palette overall. One of my favorite Morphe palettes ever, and I really do not care for Morphe, but this one, they really did something different with this, and I like that. I'll swatch a few colors in here because I like them all. I'll swatch my favorite 3 right here. And then I need another color, this gold. One thing I will say about this palette is that the mattes are extremely chalky and dry filling. But on a brush, I feel like they don't perform that same way. But swatching and filling them, they feel really dry. And I noticed when I first got this palette, I didn't have that issue. I didn't have that issue. I thought that they were really buttery. But as I continue to use them, I feel like they got dry all of a sudden, which happens. I feel like eyeshadows tend to dry out the longer you have them. Maybe the more you use them, that may happen. I need my towel. And I'll even swatch. So I'll swatch these 4 at the bottom. My hand is dry. Just look at that. That is crazy. Like, I'm sorry. If you don't like Morphe, you don't like Jaclyn Hill, you cannot deny that that palette isn't freaking great. It's a great palette. And it's probably easily the best palette of 2017 in my opinion. It's my favorite palette that I ever released. I feel like I got my money's worth for this palette. I wasn't disappointed in it. I feel like I could use it. I still use it. It's just a great palette. If you haven't bought it yet in 2017, if you're thinking about getting it, I would say get it. Okay, so next I have a contour palette. It is the Black Radiance True Complexion contour kit thing. I only use this color here. They're really soft. I never use the highlight or those two ever. Just of the little palette or the kit. I find whenever I use this palette to contour, it blends fine. It blends easily. It doesn't look muddy. It blends into my skin really pretty, and it works. It doesn't blend into nothing, so it's just it's great for my skin tone. It is in the shade, I think, dark, right? Because I think it's 2 kits. I think I have medium to dark, if I didn't say that. I think, yeah, because it's one that comes to light. And for my skin tone, this works for me. It gets the job done. I like it a lot. That's really quick and easy. And also from Black Radiance is their powder. It is the pressed powder in the color Golden Cashew. It's a matte powder. I put it over top my matte foundations. I don't know why I use this. I feel like it just makes my face look really, really, really matte, and like I just walked out of the MAC store for some reason, but that's why I use it. I don't really normally need to use it because my foundations already are matte, but I just like to put this on. I just feel like it makes my foundation last longer and keeps it from creasing, and when I sweat it doesn't look like I'm melting. So that's why I wear this one, and I like it a lot. So I have 2 eyeliners that I have to talk about. It is the e.l.f. eyeliner and then the Santee eyeliner. I just started wearing eyeliner like in August, so I'm learning how to use it. And I've been using the e.l.f. one. This is my second tube of this. I like this eyeliner a lot, but when she dries out, okay? I don't like that about it. It's really black, really pigmented, really easy to use. I like the tip of it. It's fat. I can actually really get in there and make my wing look how I want it to look. Especially because I'm just learning, just getting into it. And then I use this Santee eyeliner as well. Now this one's a little hard to use, but I like how black it is and how wet it looks, okay? That's why I use this one. I like to use it right on my lash line because when I put my lashes on, it kind of looks like I'm not wearing, because it blends my eyelash and my fake eyelashes together. So that's why I use this one, but I use this to draw my wing on and draw it in. So I like this one a lot. It's my favorite. I have tested out a lot of eyeliners, and these 2 are the only 2 that I continue to go back to. And they don't smudge either. They don't smudge and they don't run. I have eyeliners that smudge and run throughout the day. The next thing I have to talk about is my favorite mascara. It is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. It is a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara. I found that it's pretty much the same as the Better Than Sex. You might need one extra layer than the Better Than Sex to get it to look like that, but it works. It's a beautiful mascara. I have really, really short eyelashes, so I tend to wear lashes all the time. But for days where I'm not wearing lashes, I used to always go to Better Than Sex because I feel like it would always make my lashes pop when I really don't have any. So this one does the same thing in my opinion. I feel like it gets the job done just as well as Better Than Sex for like half the price. So that's why I liked it. I wanted to include it in here because it's a great product and one of my favorites of 2017. So I have 2 more things to talk about because I don't have a powder or a blush that is my favorite of 2017, because the blush I have is just a blush and the powder that I have is just a powder. It's not like anything amazing. So the next thing I want to talk about that I really, really like is my Fenty Kilowatt in the color Mescal Mule and Ginger Binge. I'm wearing it right now on my face. Absolutely love this highlighter. I wish that the color Mescal Mule came in the full pan size, but obviously it doesn't. I find that this one is very, very subtle, and this one is really pigmented and really glittery and beautiful. See the difference? One's like a kind of like a laid back looking kind of highlighter, and the other one's like, yes, I have arrived. I recently started combining them. I saw the YouTuber use this one first and then put that one over top to be like a base. I found that looked really, really cakey. Like I did it today and I still think it looks cakey and looks extra, so I'm not gonna do that anymore. I just rather not use this. I wanted to get my like money's worth and use Ginger Binge, but I just don't like that highlighter at all, so I'm going to continue to use Mescal Mule and call it a dang day. But this is my favorite. It just came out, but it instantly replaced my normal highlighter. This replaced it instantly as soon as I got it. And last thing I have to talk about are my lip products. I have 5 lipsticks to tell you guys about. The first 4 are from my favorite brand ever to buy lipsticks from. Colourpop. Colourpop has the best lipsticks ever. They're not long lasting, okay? I only use their satins and their glosses. They're not gonna last all day, okay? They last until I eat, or until I drink, or until I talk a lot, they disappear. But for as how they feel on my lips, they go on smooth, they're not drying, they're not patchy, they're really pigmented, they're matte. I don't like them. They're really, really drying. I just hate the mattes, but that's why I continue to use the satins and the glosses, but with that, they don't really last that long. So that's the price you pay. The mattes last all day. The mattes don't move, okay? I'm wearing one of the mattes right now, and you can see how drying my lips look and how crusty and giving me that butthole. I'm wearing it for a video, but the satins and the glosses do not do that. These are my top, the 4 that I picked are my favorite Colourpop lipsticks. I have like maybe 12. Do I have 12? I think I have more than 12. Yeah, I have like more than 12. But these are my 4 favorite, the ones that I feel like I use throughout the most. Yeah, these are the ones that I've used the most, especially lately. These are the ones that I've used the most. I have the color 9 to 5. 9 to 5. That's 9 to 5. This was like a promotion one, so you can't even buy this color, which is kind of sad because I really, really like it. I have is the gloss in Countess. This is the Femme Rosa collection. The best, my favorite Colourpop gloss, hands down. It's like a gold kind of gloss, and it looks really, really pretty on my lips, and it goes great with my skin tone, and I feel like. Next I have the Colourpop Satin and Darling from the Femme Rosa collection as well. This one, when I use this one, I go like a little bit extra. That's the one I'm gonna go for. And my last one is my favorite, the color Tansy. Whenever I wear this, people always say, oh, your lips look really pretty, or what lipstick are you wearing? It is always Colourpop Tansy. It actually has replaced my NYX Suede in Sandstorm. That's what it reminds me of. It actually has replaced that one. I used Tansy before I used Sandstorm now. And here are the 4 colors. I like to use Tansy and Countess together. It's a beautiful combo, okay? And the last lipstick I have to talk about is the NYX Suede lipstick in the color Downtown Beauty. I got this Christmas of 2016. I've used it all year. I'm wearing it today as like a liner to go with the lipstick that I'm wearing over top. The best brown lipstick for me. The best. A lot of you guys see me wear this too, and I get a lot of compliments on this lipstick as well. This one, I feel like it dries matte, but it doesn't feel matte. It's not drying. It's really, really pigmented, really, really easy on the lips throughout the day, and it lasts all day too. So yeah, these are my top 4 lip products of 2017. I don't have a liner because I don't wear liners. So those are the ones I wanted to show you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my favorite products of 2017. These are the products that I had to pick. Like if I had to just take everything out of my collection and use and grab the limited number, these are the ones that I would pick. Okay, I have a lot of things that I do really, really like, but these are the ones that are my ride or die. Like I couldn't, like I said, my house is burning down. I had to pick up makeup. I would pick these things up, put them in a bag, and leave. That's what I would do. So let me know some of your favorite products of 2017. If some of your favorites were my favorites, please let me know. Or if some of your favorites are like your least favorites, please let me know. I would love to hear the opposite side. I love hearing when things work for me and not work for others. I like to hear like, why didn't it work? You know, like, oh, now I see where that happens, you know? So yeah, leave me some comments about that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Makeup, my full face throughout products. I have 2 brow, and I'm wearing it right now on my eye. I'm wearing it not right now on my eyebrows. For like alternatives, I've been trying. Oh my Jesus Christ! Ooh, ooh. And I just lost it. I find that this primer, I'm just spitting everywhere. I hate him. He's so loud.
Alright.
You're so rude.
I'm rude?
Yes. He's so rude. So back to what I was saying. But when I do want my pores, so wow, this is just an irritating film day. Like the Smashbox, the Smash after found. Wait, what's next? Honestly, I kind of think this is like, why is this hair everywhere? Oh my goodness, how old this is, and it's crusted. Is there anything left in here? Oh, it is. Oh, it is a lot. I've only kept this because it's like my first makeup product, and I'm one of those hoarders who like to keep memories, so that's why I still have this. Concealers blend really, really. Oh my god, I can't see it. I had to leave like. So I believe. Wow. I just fell. This has been a great day. Last palette and my last favorite palette. Let me know what were your